But my friends, like I said, loved my house. They loved my home. And, I had two brothers and we eventually we were all living there. We all had our friends. And my dad had a whole lot of friends, an entire softball team that was just coming over all the time and playing cards and cookouts. And it was a very like Kool-Aid house, if you will, that, where everybody was just hanging out all the time. And when you love everybody in the house, and my friends loved my dad, and like they would come over sometimes and strike up a conversation with my dad about sports or whatever, and wouldn't even acknowledge that I was there. And then, like, yeah, let's go play basketball. And like that was just how things were. It was so accepted. My friends, they probably did the math. I talked to a lot of them later in life, and, they would tell me, like, yeah, it seemed like, yeah, that was probably the case, but your dad's so awesome. I didn't care. And then other people were like, no, yeah, we all knew. I'm like, you did? Oh, yeah, everybody knew. But nobody talked about it around us. So, like, but people talked about it, as you imagine that people would. It's a topic, it's interesting enough. And so people discussed it. But most people, anybody that was critical of it, have never met my dad. And then people who had met my dad, I'm like, hey, 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 hey. They would put him in check. You're like, you don't know this man. He's awesome. Like, so they would square that up pretty quick.